Hey guys, Missouri Kid 96 here. Here to talk a little Cotton Bowl coming up this Friday, January 3rd. Number 8 Missouri takes on number 13 Oklahoma State. Obviously, two programs that know each other pretty well, not being Big 12 rivals for a certain amount of years, even though Oklahoma State was in the Big 12 South and we were in the Big 12 North back when the Big 12 had divisions and didn't totally fucking suck. That's for you Kansas fans who have won one Big 12 game in the last 3 years. The Big 12 fucking sucks. Is Oklahoma State a good team? Oh, fuck yeah, they're a good team. Strong defense. They really let them down, though, against Oklahoma. Good offense. Couple of good quarterbacks. I don't know, I think Clint Shelf is starting. I'm not sure. I only watched the Sooner game again with Oklahoma State. I watched a bit of the Baylor game, but I was more in tune with the Ole Miss Mizzou game, honestly. So, hey, what do you know? I think the defense is going to come out strong. It's the first key. The defense has got to play well. They got a good running attack. The quarterback's a good dual threat. So the defense is going to come out strong. Now, they're not as good running the ball as Auburn, but hey, I really think the defense is going to come out with a chip on its shoulder. I really do. After the performance they put up against Auburn, which was pitiful, I think of my recap, I only said 2 or 3 guys I really liked played. But I think the team's going to have a good day defensively. Oklahoma State has a good defense too, led by Justin Gilbert, their cornerback, punt returner, whatever. He's a fantastic player, and I know a few Oklahoma State fans, and they're all like, "Well, that's the reason we're going to beat you is Justin Gilbert's just going to dominate DGB." My point is, shit, okay, fine. LaDainian Washington's going to go for 500 yards then. Not exaggerating, of course. Marcus Lucas is going to go for 100 yards. Bud Sasser will go for 50 yards. And Dorial Green-Beckham will still make his handful of catches. So, hey, I really like our chances in this game. I think it'll be a really fun game to watch, too. One of the better Sorry, I keep looking. I got the Middle Tennessee Navy game. Number 33, Roderick Blunt. Get your fucking head out of your ass, you fucking piece of shit. You're playing a fucking Armed Services Academy, and you're pulling that crap? God, sorry. Son of a bitch. But I think it's going to be a very exciting game. I think two teams that know each other, Mike Gundy, Kerry Pinkel, and I think it's going to be a decent scoring game. I think both defenses are going to come out and play pretty well, but I think just both offenses are just too good. I think the final score is going to be like 30-24 Mizzou, something like that. It's all going to come down to QB pressure. And as much as Michael Sam has deserved every accolade he's gotten this season, I really think the latter half of the season, Coney Ely has been our best defensive lineman. And I really do think he's going to end up going to the draft. He was one of the ones I thought actually played decent against Auburn, I guess. Him and E.J. Gaines. So I think we can get pressure on them. I mean, Oklahoma State always has a good offensive line. Their offensive line coach really should get a raise every year because every year they get new starters and they just come out on the field and they're good. They're a good O-line. Not as good as Auburn's though, and their running backs aren't as good as Trey Mason, and their quarterback's not as good as Mick Marshall. So I do think we win a very exciting game. And I don't have a lot of respect for Oklahoma State right now. Of course, us leaving the Big 12 was not very well liked by a lot of the Big 12 guys. And there's a reason people are leaving the Big 12. Because fuck Texas. In the SEC, it's great. And I know I talked a little bit about the bowl game, but I want to talk about this. Because fuck Texas. In the SEC, for TV revenue, every team gets a share. In the Big 12, you only get money based on yours. Now, that's not fair, because Texas gets every freaking game national televised because they're Texas. And then they have the Longhorn Network and all this. So they're destroying the Big 12 comp. Once Texas leaves the Big 12, which I think they will within 10 years, 5 years, they're dead. The Big 12's gone. And you're going to have teams like Kansas State playing in the Mountain West because there's no other place they can go. Which is really unfortunate. Kansas can go play in the MEAC, and I don't give a shit. And I'm not saying MAC, I'm saying the MEAC, because they suck that bad. They probably wouldn't even win that conference. But, I mean, so, that's why we left. But of course we got to get more money for a program. We want to go to the best conference there is in college sports. I mean, basketball, yeah, they aren't the best, but baseball, they're the best. Football, obviously, they're the best. Pac-12's coming along really well, though. But, so Oklahoma State, after we left, their AD made, I think it was their AD, made some comments regarding Mizzou. I don't have the exact comment, but it was something along the lines of, "We're happy Missouri's gone. We're happy to get Oklahoma. We're happy to bring in West Virginia. West Virginia's got a great fan base, better than Missouri's. Got a great program, better than Missouri's. They're going to be a better addition to our conference. I mean, yeah, the travel's going to be kind of tough going all the way out to Morgantown, but I think they really provide a strong ledger for our conference." Alright, well, let's see. What's West Virginia done in the year and one football season they've been? Well, let's see. They didn't make the NCAA tournament in basketball. They sucked in basketball, even though Bob Huggins is a fantastic coach. Football, they went like 7-6 last year, I think. Yeah, they won. I know they started out really fucking good, but then they lost their last 5 and then lost to Syracuse in a bowl game. Keenan Robinson. And then, shit. This year, their football team didn't even make a bowl game, and they lost to Kansas. That's how bad they lost to Kansas, and they beat Oklahoma State too. So I don't get it. But really, you think you're better off of West Virginia? I mean, I'll give you, in recent years they have been better. They have made a BCS game, but they're in the fucking Big East. The Big East. Who else was any good in that conference every year? UConn won it, going 8-5. It's not a good conference, my man. Mizzou would have won the Big East like every other year. They would have gone undefeated in the Chase Daniel years if they would have. Instead of playing Oklahoma, we would have had to play like Syracuse. So none of those comments piss me off, but like I said, Oklahoma State's a good team. There's going to definitely be some keys to this game. Key number 1 is you got to stop the run. Obviously, we did not do that at all in the Auburn game. And key number 2, Franklin's going to have a good game. He really is going to have a good game. He's going to have to be accurate, just because the secondary for Oklahoma State's one of the better ones in the Big 12, and the Big 12 isn't as pass happy as it was back in 07, 08 with Sam Bradford, Colt McCoy, Chase Daniels, Todd Reesing, all those guys. It's not as pass happy as Zach Robinson. Had to mention Oklahoma State guy, but it's not as nearly as pass happy as it is now. I mean, you're starting to see more of a developing running games with some of these teams, but still their cornerbacks are pretty freaking good. And I mean, like I said, the only game I watched them was the Oklahoma game, and Blake Bell sucks as a quarterback anyway. So does Paul Thompson. Shit. Why'd I have that head in my head? That's 06 Oklahoma. But they lost, and at home too. So I mean, I really do think Mizzou has a good shot at winning this game. Key number 3, special teams. I think his name's Josh Stewart is their return man. He's a wide receiver. I mean, we got a good return man ourselves, Marcus Murphy, but he hasn't had a good year at all. He's fumbled a couple punts. But if you got to contend Josh Stewart. I mean, our kickoff team has been pretty solid all year. We had a letdown against Florida, against Solomon Patton. But I really do think we can stop them, and I really do think we'll do a good job with a month to prepare. I really do think this team's going to come out energized and focused, and we need them to. 12-2, they could possibly put us in the top 5 to end the year, depending on what teams lose. I mean, either Stanford or Michigan State's going to lose, so we can probably jump one of those 2 teams. Clemson or Ohio State will jump one. Hopefully, Clemson beats the shit out of Ohio State, 'cause fuck them, and we'll jump Ohio State. So that's at least number 6. And raise your hand if you thought Mizzou was going to be in the top, maybe in the top 5 at the end of the year. No one? Oh yeah, me neither. But it's been a good season. Unfortunately, we didn't make a BCS Bowl, but I didn't think, unless we won the SEC championship, we weren't going to make it one anyway. So, really looking forward. Good luck again to everyone's team bowl game that hasn't happened yet. Good luck, unless you're an Oklahoma State fan. I really hope the SEC does a good job, just so we can pull in more money. That'd be better. I mean. Good luck to Auburn in the national title. I'll make a recap of the game. I'll probably make another video this week talking a little bit more about the game, some more in particulars. But that's really all I got to say right now. Everyone have a good week. Happy New Year. And be safe and have a good time. Thanks for watching. This is Missouri Kid. MIZ. ZOU. Go Tigers.